Hey, there you are. Before we melt into this blanket, tap subscribe, leave a soft little comment, and a quick like. It really speeds up new videos and helps me bring you more cozy nights like this. I find you in the doorway, with rain still needling the shoulders of your hoodie, and I lift the corner of our biggest blanket in quiet invitation. Come here. I make space on the sofa and guide you down. The fabric warm from the radiator and faintly smelling like clean cotton. The window is a glossy slate, beaded with droplets that wander and merge like sleepy thoughts. And the lamplight in the corner glows low and honey soft. I tuck the blanket around your legs first, then around your hips and chest, then over your shoulders, like I am buttoning the night clothes so nothing brisk can get in. I brush a few damp strands away from your forehead with the back of my fingers and settle close, hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. You shiver once, the way people do when the body remembers the rain is over, and I smile into it. I declare, in my very official roommate voice, that rainy night cuddle rights are in effect. They renew automatically with bonus blanket privileges and hair stroking clauses, and I am prepared to enforce them with extreme gentleness. The apartment hums with little night sounds. The clock on the bookshelf ticks with a sleepy pulse. The kettle on the stove clicks as it cools. Far away, a car rolls through a puddle, and the sound dissolves into the rain. I rest my chin lightly on your shoulder and exhale, and the blanket breathes with us, expanding and falling, keeping rhythm with your chest. You feel cooler where the hoodie is damp, and warmer at your collarbone where your skin meets mine. And I cup that warm place with my palm, steadying you, steadying us. I tell you I could hear you pacing, the almost footsteps that people make when they are thinking too hard. You don't need to explain. I know the way days like this leave loose threads in the mind. That's why I kept the lamp low, and the couch ready, and the good blanket out of the linen closet. That's why I listened for the elevator and waited by the door so I could catch your first against my chest, and the blanket slides and settles in a soft hush. My fingers find the nape of your neck and trace lazy arcs down, shoulder to shoulder. The rain becomes a quiet metronome, patient and steady, like it has practiced all day to play this exact lullaby for you. Your breath rides it a little longer on the exhale each time. The lamplight flickers, not like a warning, but like a fireplace, remembering how to glow. I start telling you about a memory that fits on nights like this. A tiny story, nothing urgent. I say that when I was little, our power would sometimes blink, and my mom would pull every blanket to the living room and build a fort between two chairs. We would lie in the dim with flashlights pointed at the ceiling, making stars out of dust, listening to rain perform on the roof. Nothing bad could find us there, because we had declared it a safe zone, and safe zones were louder than thunder. I can make that safe zone with you now, a grown-up blanket fort with a rent-controlled couch and 2 mugs waiting for cocoa on the counter. No passwords, no ticket, just your tired shoulders and my hands to smooth them. I slide my fingers into your hair and comb slowly, carefully, like I am sorting loose thoughts from the strands. The motion is unhurried. I follow the curve behind your ear, trace it once, then drift back to the crown and down the side again. The blanket's warmth deepens with every breath. A small indoor weather system of softness. Your jaw loosens under my thumb, and I smile against your temple because your body is starting to believe me. Is it okay if I keep stroking your hair? I give you time to answer or not answer, because silence is a kind of yes on nights like this, and I am fluent in it. Outside, the rain softens into a finer texture, like silk drawn across glass. I tell you, I love the way the city becomes small in the rain, like each window is its own little island with a lighthouse lamp. Our just enough to let the room breathe. My voice stays low and close, as if I am speaking into your pillow. I tell you everything is simple right here. Your job is breathing. My job is everything else. I press my forehead to yours, barely touching, and count a few breaths in my head, matching you without saying it aloud. My palm travels along your ribs and rests there, and I feel when your breath reaches me and goes past me and comes back again. Every time you exhale, I press my hand a fraction more, reminding your body that letting go is allowed. Your shoulders notice and follow, melting into the cushion, into me, into the warm valley we make together under the blanket. When the mind tries to offer a list, I give it a picture instead. I talk about a quiet shoreline where the rain is so fine it doesn't make circles, just tiny freckles on the surface. The waves barely remember to arrive. The sand is cool and firm underfoot, and every step leaves a print that softens at the edges and then disappears kindly, not like a loss, but like permission to rest. The lighthouse turns its beam, has relaxed into a long sigh, and our window glass wears that sigh like a shawl. I talk about future little things because little hopes are the kind that fit in pockets and keep you warm when nights are gray. The next rainy weekend, I say we try a new soup, and you let me overspice it, and then pretend it's fine, and I pretend I don't notice you drinking all the water. The first real snow. We fold the blanket around both of us like a traveling cloak and stand on the fire escape to catch flakes on our eyelashes. When spring finally loses its chill, we stack every pillow on this couch and read under the open window, and the blanket becomes only a lap friend, not a full body rescue. I like building these tiny homes in time with you. It makes the big spaces easier to cross. You are heavy against me in the best way now. The kind of heavy that means your thoughts have set down their bags and put on slippers. If they try to remember something, I give them something gentler to remember. The smell of rain that lives in sidewalks. The crease your smile leaves in your cheek that only shows up when you're really laughing. The exact little pop the lid makes on your favorite jar when you open it. The way the blanket's edge is satin bound and cool against the back of your hand. The way your name feels when I say it. This quiet, not for attention, but for nearness. I murmur a handful of words and let them float, not pressing, just present, safe, warm, here, loved, home. Each one circles us and finds a little place in the air, like mobiles above a crib, turning lazily, beautiful, because they do not try. I say I am right here. I say you are safe. I say you can sleep. to some hallway. I will be at the end of it with another blanket and a smile, and we will walk back slowly together. No rush, no clocks that matter, only this breath and then the next one after it, like steps on soft sand that the sea gently tucks away. Your eyes are heavy now. If they flutter, it's only because dreams are trying to peek and make sure the coast is clear. I press a kiss into your hair, light as a leaf landing, and whisper that you are doing so well. You made it through the noise and into the quiet, and I'm proud of you. Not the loud kind of proud, but the kind that fills a room with warmth you can't even see, only feel. I can feel it right here between us, under the blanket, in the space where your breath meets mine and decides to rest. Let's give your thoughts something simple to hold as you drift. Picture the window, the beads of rain sliding down. Follow one with your mind as it starts at the top and makes a slow, steady path to the bottom. When it pauses, you pause. When it joins a bigger droplet, you feel that tiny relief of being carried. When it reaches the frame, it becomes part of the quiet night, and you become part of this quiet couch, and the moment becomes part of your rest. I whisper that I will be here as long as you need, that this couch and this blanket and these arms are yours as often as the weather asks, and even when it doesn't. If you wake, the safe zone stays up, no taking it down until morning, and even then, the pieces fold neatly and wait, ready to build again whenever you want. You don't have to think about it. You just have to breathe and let your body enjoy being cared for. That's my favorite part of living with you, the way we take turns being the soft place. My words thin to a quiet hum. The rain is a lullaby again, patient and old. The lamp is a hearth in miniature. The blanket is a friendly cloud that chose to nap on our couch. I tell you sweet dreams, and I mean dreams that hold you the way I am holding you, gently, steadily, kindly, with a warmth that doesn't ask for anything back, except the joy of seeing you rest. And if, by some chance, later tonight your eyes open was that